Good morning. I am George Wenner and I am here in Seatons village with Mr. Elmore Roberts. Mr. Roberts, you have contacted me, a fellow Seatons man, with a concern, a civil matter. You have a complaint. What is your concern?
My concern is cadastral survey. I have a concern with them because the lady that do research in cadastral survey, she built that house in Panflower land. I went to Mr. Yarwood. Mr. Yarwood called me 3 times.
Who Smith?
Yeah, Owie Smith.
What's
3
it?
times.
He works at Cadastral Survey?
Exactly. And she do research. So what she do? She dive in anybody paper, and if then she take the land that house there for her. Yeah.
This house?
Yeah, the 2-bedroom house. The system to be there for her. The whole foundation is ours. Okay? And you tell me that this
So that is your family land?
Yeah, my family land, my grandmother land.
And the name of your grandmother?
Amanda Adams. And the name of my mother, Amanda Adams too. You see the sister, I belong as one family sister.
I remember this house when I was a youngster.
You see the young, and the next, that was a government house.
Yes, one of them 2-bedroom concrete government house.
Yes, just like how you up there in a faith yard where you may live. Okay? And then you have...
That's my great-grandmother.
Then you have Daniel Baker shop.
Wait. Just to give some context, right? So we're here in Seatons in St. Philip's Parish, and that's the bed down here. And we're here with Mr. Roberts, a.k.a. Lion. Yes.
Okay.
So we're coming now.
We get, went to Mr. Yarwood again after number you do not.
That's Robin Yearwood, the minister, the representative.
Mr. Yarwood tell me get one survey and survey the land. This is where the survey put our stake there. And the stake goes right over there by the last stake she about there.
Come. Let me see.
She come right over there. This is right where she had to put this up there. Not there no. Right down the
at the back post.
The back post. And when she come from work, she pull them up and throw them away.
Who she?
Nichelle Peters. Pull them up. In other words, she said Lucille George left this land, and Lucille George no she.
Hold on. So the dispute is this land that is fenced by this aqua, green and blue house is your family plot.
It's my family. My old lady live. My uncle live there. And I tell him to do as they. I will be less stand to serve the family.
So
that
this is
be on 3-bedroom house.
So this is Adam's family property.
Adam's family property.
And this is in Seatons and the main road in Seatons village proper.
Exactly.
And you're saying that this land is in dispute. So this entire structure you're saying was built on your land.
Yeah, I mean, say in this wood, she take on because she work at Cadastral, and she thief on. It's not the food, I am a barn. Right them barn. But coconut tree used to be between our house and the little black house. What government bring a tile right there with the little black house. Our goat and sheep used to over there.
So question, what actions the Adams family have taken in this regard? Have you sought legal advice? Have you sought to go before the court in the civil dispute?
When we get the document first.
Which document?
After Mr. Hope started, I went to Chopper. When we go to Chopper, Mr. Richard tell me.
Who Richard?
Mark Richard.
He's the chairman of Chopper?
Yes, he's the boss. That's my boss. Decent people. And he sent me agriculture because he said, the blessed place we got agriculture, we get information. Because Chopper was in existence 1970. You understand me?
Before Cadastral Survey?
Yes. So I went to Mr. George, the agriculture. And in a 2 days' time, we get the documents on that. And then we realized that the documents didn't add up. Lucille George
Meaning?
Lucille George done dead before 1977, so she can't claim for none in 1977.
As I understand, the documents that you got from agriculture.
Yes, Mr. George told me to carry them to a lawyer.
Yes.
I
So
take
wait,
them to
hold
this
on.
night.
Yes, I'm taking it stage by stage. So the documents showed that a claim was made for the property in 1977.
That's
That
what
would
she
have been under the cadastral survey when they were doing the survey of all the lands in Antigua.
That's what she said.
All right, okay. So a claim was made in 77
So she said, but Lucille George.
by Lucille George.
Yeah.
And Lucille George would have been the grandmother to Miss Peters,
She great grandmother.
great grandmother. And you're saying that the great grandmother had passed.
I mean, it's past. Even for me, auntie, we
Work with me, man. Work with me in a line. You're saying the great grandmother would have passed before 1977.
Yes.
So it would have been impossible for her to make a claim
Exactly.
at cadastral survey in
Exactly.
1977. So that put questions over Miss Peters' claim for the land according to you.
Exactly. And not only that,
Uh-huh.
Anta, you know Anta,
Uh-huh.
Winifred Emmanuel, she died 1969, the 29th of September, upon her birthday. And she and I claim for that 1977.
So almost 10 years prior, she would have been deceased. And
Yeah.
then a
And
claim is made in her name.
She come out and she grave.
Line, you'll kill me.
But how the grave ever come?
So what is the Adams family prepared to do in this regard?
Well,
are you going to court to
Me
dispute
and
this civil matter?
government need to get you out of character of it. That's the first thing you want.
So you're questioning, so Miss Peters, you say work at cadastral survey.
They say she need to get out.
So you're questioning the integrity of Miss Peters?
Exactly.
On what grounds?
She don't come by here, she don't know about just to take the land. The land there now, she say for she.
On what grounds? On what grounds?
She thief.
How you could say the woman thief? That is liable statement.
Then she can't carry me court for that. They say, yeah, me ban.
So you're contending that this is Adams family
Adams family land. And all the time when we grew up here, and Larry and Lucy live over there in the little house over there.
Well, I remember as a little boy.
They like a black house there behind the house, stay with them, they live. You know, broke down yet.
I remember as a little boy, my great grandmother just sent me by Miss Laurel to go buy kerosene oil.
Exactly. Exactly.
She just sell kerosene
And
oil.
that day Lucy live until he dead.
Right.
And she now come over here and conquest for our land. You understand what I'm saying? Never one time. When my old lady get married and go gamble, she left me sitting with my auntie. Because my auntie are Babs and Everard, you remember them? And Babs and Everard joined the force and nurse. Them and nurse. And
police service.
So now I'm busting the runs and then tap a tongue with Miss Nose. Babs stopped with Miss Nose. And up to this day, she married one Nose. She lived to this her father's house. That my auntie picked me, you know Babs and Everard.
Right.
Okay? You understand what I'm telling you?
Right.
And then not only that, the next thing, Larry and Daniel must go.
So Daniel,
Yeah.
Lauriston, Daniel Bakery used to be
Used to
like
die
right
there.
here.
Right there. You know he used to do.
Yeah, not only.
We used to thief out
So-
to the bread, nights of the sun.
So we're standing where Daniel Bakery was. That's the old brick oven. Hold on, man. And I remember there was a part that will go down there, and not only that, Daniel was a baker. He was a fisherman, a fisher
Yes,
folk.
the big one.
He will carry, right, the trail go down, and with the seagull engine and go to sea.
Exactly.
His fish pot and do
Exactly.
the bakery. And Daniel bun and tart and everything and so on right here. So, and
And then Stratton lived there. I'm an auntie lived there.
right, and Georgie Cornelius.
And then you live behind me.
Well, family land. Our family land from my maternal side was on that side. So, yes, this is an area that I'm familiar with. I really, man, you can't do that. Pick up that, man. And this is an area that I'm familiar with, and I really trust that you have some resolution. So you're gonna take the matter to the courts, because I mean the structure is built, and this is a big structure on your land.
Before the government.
What is the rest of the family? Your sister, Jean and
Well, Jean
Adrian and all them.
Jean
What are they
kinda
saying?
listening, but Adrian and them now, she called me to find out if the hour was here. You can ever hear that? And she don't want to deal with me. And I'm here to
That
talk.
is Miss Peters.
Yes.
What? wanting to know if you are gonna sell it
Yes.
after she done bill.
After she done this. You say, see? And I high and on lie, if them tell me could you didn't get locked up anytime. We don't get no resolution, I'm go out the window and go.
No. We don't want the violence in
And
Seaton.
then,
Seaton is a
I
peaceful
mean, I
place.
high and on liar.
We wish to resolve the matter
about this
peacefully.
land here, and the whole of Seaton know how far away land. If you go down by Gretel used to live in another house.
Yeah, remember when Miss Gretel used to live right there?
Exactly.
In
With
this
8
house.
picnic.
Yes,
Whether
yes,
you use a shit.
Boy, behave yourself and behave yourself.
Whether you use a hang out and close bars. That ain't your two-bedroom house when you make
I know the
20
Adams
feet
family
across.
very well.
About ignorance bars.
Well, Mr. Roberts, I trust that you get resolution, that you take legal advice from legal counsel, and you meet with Miss Peters and her family, and between the Peters family and the Adams family, the Peters George family and the Adams Roberts family will resolve this matter, and it won't get nasty.
But me, you know, I can't forget nasty who come down. Because I go to government. And she work in a government. Government supposed to give away a boundary. Pardon me now. Let me tell her something, boss. I don't know me.
No,
She took up Miss Warner over there. You want to go over there go see what she doing, Miss Warner? Let her drive on there.
Miss Warner.
Look, Miss Warner,
the former postmaster in Seatons.
Oh my God, boss. And take up Gloria and land because she go quite a while. She go tap Marlene house. Marlene have a good on to Miss Bird. Miss Bird same time the name come back down there to them. Pardon, she have to come off all that. She have to come off.
There you have it, folks. We'll continue with Mr. Elmore Roberts, aka Lime.
Oh God, we're going to
So we're here on the main road in Seatons, in the village proper, and this property was Miss Warner's property. Her son now occupies the property. This at one point was the post office. Miss Warner was the postmaster here in Seatons. We used to come here and get our mails when we were going to send off mail back in the day. I remember as a little boy in the 70s, this location. And this is the other side of the property that we spoke of. That's the blue house on the other side. And all this property. And yes, this little house, I remember this house, Miss Lucille. She used to sell kerosene oil. She had a kitchen or some storeroom at the back of this house. This was a dwelling house. And at the back, if you wanted kerosene oil, you'd come at the back and get kerosene oil. And so this is what obtains. This is Gloria's property. And so this is what obtains on this road in Seatons.